So I was being harassed by Australians to post a video because I hadn't posted anything lately. So I was getting angry messages from Nugget Garage because we hadn't uploaded any Granada videos, and we still aren't. So Corey decided to fix the checker over the last few weeks in quarantine. I mean, the thing was kind of a slug when we first finished it.
It probably still is.
Yeah.
But the thing is, first I did valve springs. That was off camera, I think, and then. It was raining outside, and I was doing it outside, and then I took it to get an alignment, which that ended up, it still drives shitty, but whatever, the wheel's kind of straight now. And I had the guy change the oil. And he's like, oh, I think you got coolant in your oil. I'm like, oh, great. So then I think I changed it again, and it still looks shitty. And then I don't think it was the head gasket, but anyway, I did the head gasket, I had the cylinder head off. Broke every head bolt but two. They break on these things, but luckily you can unthread them. They're not like seized in the block. They just break. So I easy out all those. I almost like took a hammer to all the pistons and just busted them. I was so mad. And then I was gonna just scrap this whole car. So then I put the cylinder head on, and then the timing chain was giving me trouble. Got that sorted out. So now I have the exhaust cam retarded a tooth or two. I've seen Calvin did that with his Studebaker. So hopefully it was good. I started it up. It's making a knocking sound. I'm thinking, oh, the tensioner looked like it was messed up or something. So I'm thinking, oh, that's junk. So I was about to scrap the car again. Then the torque converter's loose somehow. Luckily, because I was so pissed off. Tighten that up, we're good. I actually just did a burnout earlier today. So I actually never did a burnout before, so that's a good sign. But we're just going to try and get the tune sorted out. The ethanol percentage is screwed up now. Like, we're trying to actually use the flex fuel sensor in case I have to get pump gas once in a while. That's still screwed up, so we're just disabling it for now. Like I said, this wiring in this car that I bought off Amazon or eBay or something, I swear it's corroded. Like, now it's looking like that signal wire going back to the micro squirt for the flex percentage is screwed. Like, so we're just going to turn that off for now and floor it.
For those of you not familiar with this checker, I'll give you a brief overview here. It's a 1967 Checker Marathon. This model was a popular taxi cab in America. This one wasn't a taxi, it was actually a civilian model. Originally had a 283 Chevy V8 and some Continental transmission in it. We swapped in this Vortec 4200. These in North America, possibly elsewhere, are found in Chevy Trailblazers and their other like variants. It's a 4.2 liter twin overhead cam inline 6. It has its own goofy bolt pattern for the transmission. It's all aluminum. I think they make between 275 and 295 horsepower depending on the year. It's mated to a BOP TH400, that's Buick Olds Pontiac. It kind of bolted up. Like I said, this is its own unique bolt pattern. The dowel pins lined up and 2 bolt holes lined up. The rest you can see had to be kind of creative. See, that one lined up. So yeah, it kind of fits. And then the starter has to get notched out. So you know, that bell housing has its like structural integrity ruined. But it did fit, and so far it's holding up. There's some random converter in it. I think it's like a 10-inch. Not sure what stall it is. I think it came with the transmission. This is supposedly built, but yeah, who knows. We threw it all in the car last winter, I believe this was. It's running micro squirt. It's running 2 fuel pumps in the back staged into a surge tank setup. Pretty basic stuff. Same thing that's in the Granada, same thing that's in the Tempest. The rear is a Buick Roadmaster rear. Kind of the same thing as a Chevrolet Caprice. It is a 8.5-inch 10-bolt. It has a limited slip. I believe it is 323 gears. It's been a while. This was like a towing model, so it had big rear drums. I think they're like a 10 or 11-inch rear drum. These things are pretty strong. We needed something really wide because the Checker rear was ridiculously wide. It has an HX52 turbo, and then it has a air-to-water intercooler. Just to be dumb, we put the throttle body on the inlet of the intercooler. As you can see here, the entire intercooler and that little coupling are under vacuum, so it does some interesting stuff. and then it's actually blowing through the original Trailblazer drive-by-wire throttle body that has the throttle blade cut out of it. It seems to work, as best as it can at least. When we put it together though, the thing was kind of a turd. It never really seemed fast. You can see here it can barely do a burnout. So you see in the video that's coming up that, you know, it does run a little better now, and hopefully you'll see more of this car in the future.
We'll just guess. Just put your
Smell it.
put your head out the window when I jam it.
Smell the air fuel.
This trans leaks so bad. I really should just pull it and do the converter seal, but
Fuck that. Drive it.
oh, someone's coming.
That's a pinch. Just let it leak. Not like it's a daily. Keep filling the fluid. Just start putting used motor oil in it.
I've been putting the 303 hydraulic. The shit's cheap.
Yeah, that low on fuel.
Jam it.
Get that low on gas.
How's the tune? A little lean.
Like, it almost didn't feel like turboed before.
Well, I also had a cracked spark plug too. When I impacted it must. So all they had was like stock one. So I got like one or I took one out of this junk cylinder head I had too, like that other Trailblazer head I bought for the keepers. So I tightened the gap. So it's got like a stock plug, an auto light, and then some NGKs. These brakes are so touchy.
Yeah, I know. I do.
Holy shit. Terrible.
It feels a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
It's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
If the Barra feels this shitty, I'll be pissed. But
Yeah.
this is okay because it wasn't like.
I'm gonna burn here and die.
I want to do a nasty
down here.
Yeah, I know, South Oil. I want to do a nasty burnout somewhere. Then maybe we'll go back under that bridge that we passed up by the Subaru dealer.
Yeah, have me hop out.
Yeah, and I'll just knock the tires off in first gear.
Bell has like a crack explosion.
Well, you don't have to sit in here if you don't want.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe everyone should be outside. You can stack this pillow on the bell housing, it makes you feel better.
We'll take the Watch Children sign and we'll put it here next to my feet. Getting there,
It wasn't too empty.
I think. Oh shit!
Yep, there it goes.
Versailles. This is the Granada, but like if you were rich, you bought this car. And you were something. These had a factory 9-inch.
For sale.
Then they have a 9-inch. 3,500, that's not.
Looks pretty good.
These had factory subframes, I think, too.
It's got the Continental kit.
Yeah, these had factory subframes, dude. I'm pretty sure it's a 9-inch.
It should be. I think all these had disc brake 9 inches.
Yeah, and look at the subframes.
Oh yeah, it's definitely bigger than what was in
Oh,
yours.
these subframes are just as shitty as ours, dude.
Yeah, they like wrap up behind.
Yeah, see, look, they're right here.
Yep.
And they're like made out of tin foil. Oh, they're shit. Oh, right here, look how shitty it is. And it has a cat.
Yep.
It's definitely a V8.
Yeah, I think they all had V8s. The wheels are actually pretty cool.
Yeah, they are. I'm pretty sure it's 351. Yeah, these are aluminum. 3500's not terrible.
No, it is pretty nice.
I mean, if you think about it, it has a 351 in it already. Oh, they had a C6, I think.
Yeah, they had all the good stuff. Here we go, good fuel injection. Almost there. Oh, it's not happy.
Go get
This fuel injection stuff's great.
wonder how a small crack or just I gotta tighten that more.
Yeah, I didn't notice that earlier.
But yeah, it's actually the hot crank we got to fix because we had it all good pretty much this car, but the flex sensor took a crap, so we just had to add like 30% to the table and disable the flex sensor. It's the wire running back, but it's no big deal.
Yeah, it ran pretty good. It seemed a lot more powerful.
Yeah. Yeah, we should be. I mean, we only went like maybe 80 in the car. We didn't really fly like crazy, but you know,
it's a little floaty.
it's a little floaty, and I don't want to get too nuts. Even the burnouts were kind of like okay, but nothing crazy. We'll probably take the Tempest out soon and do another video on that for fun. At least while the Granada should be done soon. So yeah, sorry about no videos and shit, but
Yeah, it's been weird here.
yeah. Well, the problem was the parts were stuck in Australia. The intake manifold was stuck there for like a month. In Brisbane, it was just stuck there, and then the AC delete pulley was stuck there for a month. So, but at least I worked on this a little bit, and actually, it's on like 13 pounds, I think, 13 to 14. I'm just gonna leave it there. I could probably turn it up, but I'm just tired of working on stuff right now. I'd rather just get the Granada sorted out. In case something bad happens with that, at least I'm not fixing two broken cars. So,
Yeah, this can head to the track once things reopen.
yeah.
See how fast it actually is.
But
It's
this-
probably 12s or 13s, I think.
Nothing crazy, but you know, we got to build some sort of containment pan or something under the car because the trans leaks like out of the converter seal real bad.
You can see the spots down here.
Yeah, I don't care.
It's all up the driveway.
I don't care that it leaks, but I don't want the tech. As soon as you roll up to the staging lanes, tech sees that, they go nuts. I don't blame them, but we put something under there just to catch it. Not terrible, you know.
Yeah, this runs pretty good for like this was really built with trash. Like as far as compared to some of the other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because how we did the trans and stuff.
Yeah.
The way we did the trans was terrible. And
I mean, there's nothing even like high dollar in this really.
no, it's micro squirt. I think the most expensive thing was probably this freaking maybe intercooler and the injectors and the fuel system, like typical. But I don't know.
Yeah, the intercooler seems to work. We checked it a few times, and it's like not really hot to the touch. So
Yeah.
I guess it's good.
Well, yeah, I never hooked up the IAT. I was being lazy and never wired it.
Yeah, well, the heat exchanger was hot,
Yeah, so it was
and
definitely.
that doesn't burn your hand when you touch it, so it can't be.
Yeah, if the intercooler pump wasn't working, this would be doing nothing. The heat exchanger would be cold because it's way off the radiator. It would never. It's like 2.5 inches away. It would never even transfer heat back and forth, you know. But yeah, I guess there would have been some things I might have did different, but sometimes I just wish I would have kept the 283 in here, you know, and put like a 480E behind it and maybe turbo the 283, but whatever. But
So yeah, in a few weeks, my cyst to track. Then hopefully next week is that again.